The Swiss mountain range we've landed in may look like a chocolate box cover, but believe me, the tracks in this brand new cross-country venue are far from sweet or indulgent. Add to that a volatile mix of riders trying to peak for Paris and those pushing for World Cup glory, and we have a feast of action for you this weekend in Crans-Montana. It is round 5 of the UCI Mountain Bike World Cup. Let's tuck in.
So the track heads up the asphalt climb, turns hard left, and a big long pedal up the hill into the woods proper. There's your first split. And really, from here on in, every inch of this place, extremely technical. You're busy the whole time. The Crans-Montana Falls, that waterfall section. Huge A-line. And then back onto the asphalt. And back up towards the start-finish straight. It is a bit of a climb. And they go green. And right off the line, Guarini gets away well, as does Brido, as does Colombo on the left-hand side. Mattis' arrow working his way up on the right-hand side opposite. Guarini swings left, round the hairpin, and it is chaos behind them.
Crans-Montana, and I guess Nino is in a good way for that.
162 beats per minute for Charlie Aldridge. As he just gets knocked into that course marking tape slightly. The search for grip up this section, so tough.
Yeah, it might be because it's trying a little bit, but still this climb here, it's so slippery, so difficult to make it on your bike.
Oh, Pidcock stumbles, knocks into his arrow.
The amazing thing is, we didn't think on lap 1 on the climb that we'd be saying that Aldridge would be leading Schleb.
Matthias Flickiger in the red skid over there. Oh, this champion.
Bar going bar to bar with Tom Pidcock on the way out of that right-hander.
Start line, but not the kind of real spiky mud tyres, more of a intermediate mud.
Then also, I mean, the riders are not covered in mud at all. I mean,
no.
It's just a very muddy, sticky ground.
You can see just...
But Shell is looking strong.
Yeah.
It's nice. Like grinding paste up the top of that climb. Mud getting really thick now.
The riders now at the top of that second big climb. They drop into this.
Pidcock over. Oh. Carries some speed into the bottom. That chute.
So difficult, very steep, and that big route is right at 45 degrees, and the only way you can do it is as you're coming in, big hop over. Really difficult section to clean, but all those front 4 absolutely nailing it.
You can see as well some of those routes out there starting to turn white, which, if you've ever ridden mountain bikes, you know is the last thing on earth you want to see is a big shiny white route.
Yeah, that's the most slippery.
Those are the ones that smell like hospital food. But out the front, Tom Pidcock.
Yeah, he's pushing hard now. It's kind of an attack.
Senses.
6 seconds.
Senses that maybe now is the time. Down through the timber garden.
Yeah, that's still very slippery, that timber garden.
You can see the whole bike just moving around.
Yeah. Yeah, riders have to be careful over there.
Oh, just go through there.
She reached out actually as well.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Pidcock through the B-line and the rocks just gives you a slightly better entry to that big turn.
Wondering which line Matthias Flickiger is taking and how fast he can come back to Tom Pidcock. These sections will suit Matthias Flickiger.
I'd say this year, best result going into this race, 16th in the World Cup this season. Last year, had 20s, 30s overall. And
over that big route over there.
So tough to get that right. Big consequences if you get it wrong as well.
Whoa.
That's not something you see on every day.
No, especially not from Nino.
Massive
Julian
mistake.
Child now on 3rd, but we don't see that many questions of Nino.
Massive mistake from Schurter over the barriers. Back on the bike. It looked like a soft enough landing, but it's cost him time. And you're right. Often getting the legs turned on. He's one of the cleverest racers out there. As Tom Pidcock goes down, seemingly out of nowhere, loses the front end, puffs the cheeks.
how quickly it happened. Constantly, riders, they have to be concentrated everywhere.
Strange
Very
crash.
yes, but it's a very off-camera section over here. Just a little bit too fast. Even if you're leading the race, it happened.
Just taken out by a sniper route or something. Just the front wheel went from underneath him. Quickest look at it.
Lucas Schwarzbauer on 4th place.
And partly as well, you've just gone down the really difficult timber section, then into the off-camber, and you've just taken a bit of a recovery.
Relax. And then,
relax and then back.
We saw it with Charlie Aldridge in Arashad, didn't we? Just soft hands on the bars, not a technical section, and it's not much for the front end. It just gets spun around on you.
So often you see riders crashing, it's on that easy bit of forest track or bit of gravel.
Sure. Oh! And Lars Forster down heavily in the timber garden.
Also for Nino.
Arrives on the scene, manages to get the bike slowed down, get past him. Great bike riding that from Nino Schurter.
Conditions, same as the European Championships where he placed 3rd.
There's your leader, Tom Pidcock.
The world champion. It's looking good how he's battling. There's power in his legs.
Definitely, Pidcock endurance is not going to be an issue.
I'm wondering what he's going to do in the Tour de France.
They're probably just going to put him out on his mountain bike, I think. Just let him battle it out.
Would he take his mountain bike with him to ride it once in a while?
If this is what
the rest day, maybe.
If this is what he does to relax. Just absolutely phenomenal what Tom Pidcock is able to do on just about any race bike.
2nd place for Matthias Ficker from Switzerland.
What do you make of this one? What do you make of this one, Bart? So much noise around.
Yeah.
Not a bad Sunday.
Yeah, Max Brandl was up in the mix as well, but big crash in the rock garden and taking him out of contention. He's with the medics. So hoping he's all right. Yeah, having a brilliant day before that, Brandl.
This climb, super tough coming up to this one. Pidcock finding a good line between the routes.
Many times out of the saddle, more grip now on his rear wheel.
You see the power he's got just attacking that one. Big wattage.
Into that rock garden. A-line again for him.
Oh, just get pushed slightly left on the way through there.
So you get good exit speed if you do that A-line, pushes you right up onto that rock wall. It's all just about that gap to 49 seconds to Mathias Flukinger. It's all about keeping it smooth. Faster than Nino, faster than Brido.
Yeah, that little punchy climb, all these riders have to run. It's too steep. Back on the bike.
Back on the bike, Schurter.
Schelp a little bit off, running a little bit further.
Schelp good on the descent. He can just hold these two on this big climb up.
It's a big if. It's a big if, because we've seen Nino Schurter really turn the screw on this ascent throughout the race.
And Nino as well, having a difficult day. 2 crashes. Climb that you're at your maximum, and then you have to drop in, and the brain isn't quite working right. You're feeling fatigued,
especially at the end of the race. Pidcock,
and that's why this. You say it again. This XC is so hard. You know, it's not just being able to ride these sections; it's being able to ride them after the climb before at full speed.
Makes it more hard, more difficult. Carry on his speed here in this little descent. Out of the saddle again, pushing hard on that punchy climb. Nino is pushing now, attacking.
Nino Schurter attacking. But Brido staying with him. Schelb looking like he's on the ropes a bit now. 5th place.
I think Schelb's job is just to hang on to that 2. Stay in 5th. Stay
meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
Tom Pidcock getting the yellow flag just at the top of the rock garden. Medics look like they're with a rider in the middle of that one.
Yep.
Meanwhile, at the front, out of the saddle, sprinting for the line as if there is any need. Tom Pidcock has been absolutely unstoppable today. It was Judgment Day in Crom, Montana, and the Tominator got the job done. Tom Pidcock takes his 7th UCI Cross-Country Olympic World Cup win. Superb stuff from the British rider, the UCI World Champion.
Waiting for Matthias Flückiger. He must be second somewhere in front of these riders.
Schurter looks over his shoulder, sees Brido, knows that he needs to get a move on. Can Nino Schurter hold off the big Italian to get 3rd place at his home
second
round?
place.
What a class act Matthias Flückiger is. What a way to answer your critics. Flückiger heads towards the finish line then. 2nd place for Matthias Flückiger.
He's happy with that.
Absolutely. Tucks in behind Schurter. He won't be able to see him. Brido stands on the pedals. Schurter has to dig deep. He's led this pair the whole way round. Has he got enough in the tank to get the job done? Luca Brido clicks through the gears and moves past Nino Schurter. Luca Brido mugs Nino Schurter at the line for a hard-fought 3rd place. Schurter. Tom Pidcock heads the Tour de France with a win at the UCI Cross Country Olympic World Cup in Crom, Montana.
Tom Pidcock, what a double. That was an exceptional display of power and precision. Talk us through it from your perspective.
Yeah, I think the start was a bit better, but it was just really tricky in the first few laps just to get and find my own rhythm. I think, you know, we were just kind of getting each other's way and making each other make mistakes, and it was a bit frustrating really. And then I got my gap and my own rhythm, and then I tried to relax, and then I made a few, like 2-3 mistakes on that lap when I crashed. And I was like, right, okay, you need to start concentrating now. There's some big things coming up. You can't throw it all in the bin today. So yeah, I don't think my team or my teammates would be very happy if I bin myself today.
By his 2 dogs, both of whom are wearing UCI World Champions jerseys. Absolutely perfectly. A win's a win. Tom Pidcock, peerless today. Flückiger 2nd, Brido 3rd, Schurter 4th, and Shell 5th.